Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Not with shorts and flip-flops on, you're not.
I have the
Gates, close the door. Please close the door back. Just let all my heat out. Go out the front door. Bring me a walkie-talkie. And Gates needs to put on blue jeans, socks, and shoes. Welcome to episode 5, or episode V, if you speak Roman. You saw last time we got it running, so now we're ready to drive it. So we're going to do a few checks on it, make sure we're good to go. We get the oil changed, we get the transmission fluid changed, to get all the fluids going. We already did the radiator fluid, so make sure all those are in good shape. Even though it only has 4,000 miles, we still want to do those fluids and make sure everything's in good shape before we take it and start running it up, spinning it up. But that's what we're going to do on this episode. Get it driving, and then maybe do the wheels. I'm still going to change the gear hub oil and then spray underneath there and make it look all nice. So that's our goal. Hope you enjoy episode 5 or V or 5, whatever you want to call it. Everything's working good. I got oil pressure and all that. Still just a little bit nervous about driving it without making sure we change those fluids. So we already did the radiator fluid. I got 4 gallons out of it. There's 6 in the engine, so I'll probably check it again now that we ran it, see what the water looked like was in the block, see if it's rusty or not. And then the oil too, we'll see how good it looks when we get it out. It takes 24 quarts, 6 gallons. That's about as much as I can get. That's exactly 6 gallons. So we'll be making a trip to dump our oil today at the auto parts store. But here we go. All right, we're all set up here. I think this is a 9/16. Thought correctly. Alright. 6 gallons of oil. Here we go. This oil is, you can see through the oil. That's pretty good. It's not cloudy, there's no water in it. But that's just, I don't know where the 6 gallon, the 24 quarts is though. The stick says it's got plenty of oil in it. All done under here. Filter's a little longer, but I think it'll be fine to fit. So there's not 6 gallons, there was not 24 quarts. There might have been 6 quarts in this thing. There's no way it could have been that low, but it could be. It's a good thing we didn't run it too much. This is why changing the fluids are important. Let's fill it up. Okay, so I'm a complete idiot. I know a lot of you are probably watching going, what is this guy thinking? There's 24 quarts of oil in a 6.5 diesel engine. I was thinking the same thing. Hey, I don't know, this is the first diesel engine I've ever owned and worked on, so that's how new I am at this. So I misread the manual. Right above the engine capacity is the coolant capacity, which is 26 quarts, which is roughly a little over 6 gallons, right? So I had that part right. I don't know why I was thinking there was 6 gallons of oil, but it's only 8 quarts. I would say there was roughly about 6 that came out. I still don't think it was 8 quarts that came out. But thank goodness, before I went and put 5 gallons of oil. Well, this is 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons, but I bought 2 of these. So we'll take those back, and then I'll get some Dextron 2 for the transmission, which it does take 7.7 quarts or 8 quarts. So we need to get 8 quarts for transmission fluid when we switch it out in the filter. So, hey, everybody makes mistakes, right? But at least I caught it before I filled it up with way too much oil. So let's go ahead. I got the 1 gallon over there. We'll go ahead and use it and put 8 quarts back in the engine and get on the transmission next. All right, we'll go ahead and drain the transmission here, and then we're going to take off the pan and replace it. I got a new one. You can see it's dented right here. This is a 5/8, and that is very loose. That's a little unusual. Didn't expect it to be that loose.
Looks good though. I mean, that's pretty in red. All right, we'll let this drain down. You see it's gurgling out. I need to take the stick out. There's a transmission mount right here. That's going to have to come out in order to get this pan off because there's 2 bolts behind it. That's going to be a little tricky, but we'll get it. All right, so we got the transmission drained. So now this is the 4-speed transmission on the A2, or this is the ECV. So we got in order to get the pan off, we have to take this trans case and transmission support loose and take it down. There's 2 bolts back here we got to get to. So to do that, now you got to support the trans case. So what we're going to do is go ahead and unbolt the transmission from the support, and then we'll kind of jack it up a little bit, make sure we're off the support, and then we'll back it off with these 2 7/8 bolts here. And then we'll be able to, what we'll do is we'll just take it off the bracket. There's a little mount plate here. We'll take that off, get those 2, then we'll drop the pan, put the new pan on. A lot of explaining, let's do some doing. Let's get it done. Alright, we got it down. I want you to look how clean that is. The magnet right here, we'll have to put this magnet on the new one. There is nothing on it. No huge metal shaving chunks. Just beautiful, clean Dextron 3. I mean, that looks gorgeous up in there. Don't see any chunks. That filter's probably fine, but you know what? We got one. We're going to replace it. It should just come right out. Like so. We'll pop the new filter in there and the new pan. Now the gasket is reusable, but I have a new one of those as well. That's just awesome. Yeah, it's just true. You get a little nervous when, I mean, I saw it when I was buying it with the dented pan, but man, looks great. Everything looks awesome. So let's get the new one on. All right, new filter. New pan, actually the new pan did have a magnet. And also there's a magnet here from the old one that had very fine, dust on it. Nothing really too serious, but we have to put this one in. I don't know if you can see that from the old pan. New gasket. So now we gotta fit all this back together. Okay, that's got it in. Nice, beautiful new pan. So now we're going to put this cross member back up, put it all back together, and then we'll put the fluids in it, take it for a drive. Here's the old pan. See, it's pretty clean in there, old filter, and so this is where that magnet was. So we took that magnet out. You see there's some little fine, very fine shavings, which you would expect. No big chunks that we're looking for. So out with the old and in with the new. All right, we got it all oil changed. Got the new oil filter. Got the new transmission pan on. Let's put all the fluids back in it. So what I'm going with is the Rotella 15W40 shell. 8 quarts, not 24. That's what I was thinking. That's the oil. Now we gotta put the transmission in. That takes a while because this goes to that little bitty tube. Let's get it. All right, now for the transmission fluid, we got some Dextron 3 CarQuest Yeah, so this it's kind of multi-purpose. 2, 3. Yeah, it kind of works for everything. This is multi-vehicle automatic transmission fluid. That's all they had at Advanced Auto. Right, Snake Eyes? Alright, clean up my mess here. We're gonna run it, then we'll check it and see where our levels are. Let it heat up. See how we go.
First drive was pretty cool, wasn't it? Pretty fun. Took the kids around the neighborhood, we rode up the road. But when you get up about 40 miles an hour, it got a little sketchy. So something's going on with the front end. We got to check that out and get that fixed. But everything's great. Temperature came up, fan came on, oil pressure, everything's perfect. So it's a fun ride, wasn't it, son? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll keep it going. That's probably it for today. Stay tuned. First ride in the Humvee. Mom, you know, when we were kids, we were always told, you're sitting too close to the TV, you're always watching TV, quit watching TV, go outside and play. Now when you come home, TV is silent. I wonder why. Everybody's got a device.
The new brave world.